Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jamin, and look, y'all. Today I'm finally back with y'all with another video. Now, look, before we do anything, appreciate y'all all for the love support. We still on road to 5K subs. Make sure to like, subscribe button. Now, look, y'all, I ain't been feeling the best, but I have to share this with y'all, okay? So last night, okay, 7 o'clock to about 9:22. I was on EA College Football 25. Getting a couple of games, and I made a new DB that you guys will see very soon. And I told you guys, like, when you play in a game, you don't want to overplay it, so you low key want to go play something else. But something like to me, I just felt like playing basketball. So of course I hopped on 2K, and I have to share this with y'all. Okay, what I dealt with and experienced last night was absolutely disgusting. Okay, and what I mean by it was absolutely disgusting, you guys may, well, J man, how many games you play? You'd be like, you don't be on 2K as much. Like, how many games you play? I played a total of 3 games. Now, someone might be like, right now, be like, bro, that's a new record. Usually, you don't even play 2, 3 games, right? But it's a bad thing because there's a reason why I only played 3 games. The first 2 games, and I was obviously on my slasher Nolo. Obviously, you're seeing in the background this is old footage. But before I even explain to you what I experienced, okay, I want to say this right now. Before anybody that's new to this channel, what you're seeing in the background, I'm like a overall all around type of play style. That's what I like to do when I play the game now. Like I do a little bit of everything. So don't think like, oh, bro, like this is why. Like no, like my play style is a little bit of. I like to do a little bit of everything. That's why you see my center can go in the paint. All my builds can shoot. All of that, right? But yesterday, or I could say last night on my slasher Nolo, right? First game, I was 8 for 11 from the field. I was 3 for 3 from 3 point range. Right now, I want you to pay attention. Okay, not to like obviously in the background because this is just footage in the background, right? But hear what I'm saying. I was 8 for 11 from the field last night in my first game on my slasher. Right, who has a 99, driving dunk. I shot three threes with him. He has a 78 3 ball. Right. Second game, I go 11 to 14 overall with my same slasher. I go instead of going 3 for 3 from the three, I go 4 for 4 from the 3 point range. So you guys know me. I told you. If you don't know me, I'm a rhythm player. Once I get into rhythm, I'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the greatest, shooter or scorer, but if I'm in a rhythm, I'll be good to go. You see what I'm saying? I'll be fine. I'll figure something out, right? That's the type of player I am, right? I don't rhythm shoot either. Like, no, that's just not me because I got a lot of stickers from my controllers now, but I want y'all to stay with me, right? So my third game, and I just had a bad feeling about the third game, y'all. Like I couldn't believe it, but at the same time, it was a surprise. So the third game, after we technically, we were, efficient the first 2 games, playing with randoms, by the way, just like y'all see in the background. We were all just playing with randoms, right? Just exactly what you see in the background, right? But different games. I knew 2K was going to do something in the third game, meaning like I expected to get, bad overall animations, just things to try to make me play bad. Because if you play the game, you know the game, right? You know what the game is going to do. But the thing is, I sensed it and I tried to stop it, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. I get in the third game on my slasher, the point guard standing right. I'm at the corner of my slasher, right? He's sitting at the corner. It was left corner. The PG standing right there. Instead of, and again, catch animations, right? And see, this is stuff that kind of frustrates me. Instead of me just getting a wide open catch to where you catch, you're supposed to be a catch and shoot, you at the corner, right? They make my slasher do it like a fumble sliding thing in the game to where instead of him doing a regular 3 ball, it's a sliding three now. So it's obviously going to be like very early or something like that. So where I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, like 2K, like I knew that was going to happen because obviously when I made all them threes, the last 2 games, 2K like, okay, we're gonna try to do something because for some reason this game does not like to see you play your role. I don't know why. It's like you play your role, they try to make things difficult, which I don't get it. But somebody can go in on 3, 4 people and get a free throw attempt. Meanwhile, you trying to just play your role and they don't reward you for that. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, the first 3, they make my players slide. The second one, dog, they call my player out of bounds. But before they call my player out of bounds, I shot the ball, right? And my game like lags. right? Meaning, and this is what I don't like. This only happened in the third game. They make my game lag to where now I'm 0 for 2 from the three, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm 0 for 2 from the three on my slasher. Let me see if I can get Nolo to the, to the paint because he got a 99 driving dunk. I get a steal, right? I'm slashing all the way to the paint, and they make my slasher with a 99 driving dunk, right? Rim out a dunk. Nobody next to him. The dunk is just not finished. Am I just the third game? So now you guys will be like, bro, it's 0 for 3. Like, it's not that bad. But here's what I don't like. Because you got to understand, randoms, they like to put their mic on. They like to talk and stuff like that. Oh, this dude don't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. And that doesn't get to me. I don't care what randoms say. I really don't. I could care less what they be saying, right? My thing is, with 2K, what they were doing last night when I was playing the game, it was disgusting. The fact that they were doing all of that to make me play bad because I played well my first two games, that's terrible. Okay. And this is how you know it was 2K. After that happened last night, I ended up going like 5 for 15 or something like that. Like, because the game legit, instead of me being efficient like the first two games, they made it to where now we're gonna make you play better. And what 2K for the ones like, okay, why is 2K doing this? And I've said this before, but I know we got a lot of new people coming in and seeing what's going on with the channel, which I appreciate y'all. But 2K does this, and they've been doing this since 2K23 and 2K24. They do this to try to make it seem like, oh, like your build sound like it looks like to me your build is patched, or you need a new build, to where they want you to make another build so you can spend more money, right? So instead of you just like how I had in mind, I just want to play basketball and hoop. They were like, oh no, we gonna make it seem like your build ain't it, right? So we gonna make you slide. We gonna make you rim run wide open dunks with a 99 driving dunk, right? And no, I wasn't timing dunks. I'm just doing a regular dunk on a fast break. It rims out, right? All of this going on just to make me go on my slasher 5 for 15, right? Then what makes it worse, after that, I was like, bro, I'm getting off this game, right? I was like, like after that, I'm not playing. Like the third game literally, and we won the game too. The third game, literally, even if I won, I was like, bro, I can't do it. Like it's just, I wanted to play because I wanted to hoop, and I just felt like I was being controlled. 2K just they did not want me to play well, right? So I was like, bro, I'm not doing it. So earlier, I hop on 2K25, and here's what's funny. I'm shooting the same shots I shot last night. And I kid you guys not, the same exact shots. Now I go 5 from 7 from the three. Like, and this is what I like needs to be talked about. The fact that it's like 2K only decides when you can show up. You can be doing everything you're supposed to be doing, they still decide when you play well or if you're gonna play bad. And I know some of y'all might sound like, bro, this sounds crazy, but it's the truth. And if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. I shot the same shots I shot last night. Now all of a sudden I'm making 5 threes. Now I'm not. All of a sudden I can dunk the ball, no problems, right? But this is because I didn't figure out what 2K does. They do it because they try to get people that get frustrated, like, oh, bro, like my build patch. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, some of y'all know what it is, like, to where y'all be like, oh, bro, like, man, my build, like, I can't, he not doing what he's supposed to be doing. It's because 2K does it because they want you to spend more money. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to see this, right? I want y'all to see this. Obviously, it's old footage, but look, you see how we're going to fade this? No, look at a 78 three ball. You guys can see if I get in rhythm, I'm gonna be okay from the 3 point line. I'm not no 3 point, I don't 3 hunt, but if I'm wide open, I'm shooting the ball. My whole point is this formula of let's make this player instead of him, even though he did what a really last 2 games, let's feel like we have more control. It's like it's not even my player no more. It's 2K's player. Because every time when I tried to beat the system, meaning when I knew they were going to put me in a bad catch animation and I tried to stop, right? Because you guys know when they put you in a bad catch animation, you try to stop and set your feet. They threw my player out of bounds and gave him a turnover. So it's like, bro, it's like y'all just you can't even okay, nah, this not gonna happen. This is gonna happen because 2K has it to where they wanted to make it seem like your build has been patched or your jump shot has been patched. And somebody like me who shot in over 52%, 0.5% from 3 point range out of every season so far, right? Meaning combined, out of every build, I know I can make shots. And that's why I didn't overreact when 2K was on BS last night. Because I was like, okay, bro, this is the same shot I've been shooting with my slasher, and I know how to shoot with my slasher. It's the game. The game wants you to play. When the game wants you to play bad, you're gonna play bad. You're gonna play bad. You are going to play bad. So I just want to let this be known, and I need people that the devs to understand how disgusting that is. Do you not realize that, like I said, I was on EA College Football, like from 9 to what, like 10, I think. Look, probably might have been, might have got on there at like 7, right? But I was playing EA College Football, just excitement, having some fun. Made another player, made another DB, and everything. I get in the vibes of, okay, like I want to play some basketball. The first 2 games I'm okay, right? The third game, you take complete control over not only the experience, but my player's performance. And I want the devs to understand when I said this. Do you really think that's gonna make me want to stay on the game? I hopped right off as soon as that third game was over. Once that, even if I won that third game, got off the game because it's like, bro, that wasn't a win. That was an L. It was an L because of how y'all had my player performing. You see what I'm saying? And as you guys see in the background, look, I shoot 80% efficient in certain games from the 3 point line because I don't just jack up 25,000 threes, right? If I'm open, I'm gonna shoot the ball, right? If I get, in a rhythm, I'll start fading. You see what I'm saying? But my whole point is the fact that you can't even hop on 2K and just have that. It's like you can only play 1 to 2 games. You can't play. What I learned with 2K is you cannot play 3 to 4 to 5 because they are going to take control and ruin your overall experience and ruin the fun that you want to have. It's not going to happen. See what I'm saying? And here's my thing. I understand that you're not going to win every game, especially when you play with randoms. I get all of that. Okay, that's not a problem to me. Okay, I told you how I feel about the matchmaking system. I told you how I feel about status. To me, status is a bigger problem than matchmaking. I already told you that, though. You already been here for all of that, right? But to completely make my player play bad, right? And I'm 5 for 15. Now, some of them might be like, well, that's not that bad. To me, that's horrible. 5 for 15 is not good at all, okay? 5 for 15, we shoot horrible from 3. That is not going to make somebody like me who loves the sport and the game of basketball want to make me continue to play. That's going to make me try to feel like, okay, why am I playing like this? But I told myself, I'm like, bro, it's the game because if I've made the same shots, made the same dunks before, why all of a sudden now it's not going in? Why all of a sudden now you can't make the shots? Why all of a sudden I'm sliding in catch animations when the person that's giving me the ball or doing playmaking is right next to my player? Why am I sliding, doing all of these things? It's the 2K formula. That is why. Okay? And I've been seeing all of this talk about how people want the 16 movement back. Listen, y'all, I definitely agree with y'all. I would take 2K14's movement back, okay? But if I'm being realistic here, I told you I don't think they're getting rid of Pro Play. And I already told you how I feel about Pro Play. If Pro Play returns, you will not see me on that game. My day ones already know. They already know how I feel. They got to experience 2K25 when they haven't played 2K in about 3 to 4 to 5 years. So they don't, if they already know how they don't like this game. And I'll tell you right now, 2K26 has, if I hear the word pro play, because what they're going, I'm trying to prepare what they're going to do. What 2K is going to try to do is advanced pro play, or they're, what is the word I'm looking for? They redid something with pro play. I don't like pro play. I don't want pro play. In my opinion, pro play is a big reason why this game is the way it is, right? I feel like pro play has a lot to deal with the experience on the game, and I'm not with it, bro. I'm not with it. I don't like it. To me, that's not a video game. A video, you don't play a video game to get stressed and frustrated. But that's what 2K, what it seems like. You hop on 2K, it's like they got you wanting to crash out in so many different ways, bro. Because it's like it's stupid. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of it. Okay, so I'm just here to tell y'all, right? Like I said before, I see what y'all be saying on Twitter about, the things that y'all want and want to return. Oh, why you would make a wish list? Because it's the wish list that I make. They're not going to do it. Okay, 2K is not going to do it. And I still might make a wish list, but if I'm being real, it's like I'm wasting my time making a wish list. Because if we look at the direction of the game, they're not focused on gameplay. They're focused on, once again, it starts with an M, okay? And I'm tired of saying it, right? But obviously, yes, getting you to purchase and buy things. We get all of that, right? But I had to share that with y'all because a lot of y'all be like, bro, I seen a comment like, when the next stream? Like, I can't even tell you, bro. Like, and again, trust me, y'all know I don't mind streaming, or y'all know I don't like, I love to stream and interact with y'all and see how y'all doing and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming through. But do you think if I'm streaming, right? And again, you already know this. If I stream, it's to interact with y'all. It's not to I want to play 2K. It's not. But I feel like if I stream again, and I'm still looking to get that MLB game, right? Even though the price is kind of high, but I don't know, something new. And I don't know. I'm still not familiar with baseball like that. Like that's never been a sport I really watched, but the game looks very exciting. So I'm really willing to learn it. Right. My whole point is if I do stream, I want to have some fun too on the game that I'm playing. And I feel like 2K is not going to be that game. Okay. You guys saw the last time I streamed. It was like I was not depressed, but it's like, bro, it's the game that's making me like that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? And I can promise you, some of y'all in the comments right now that are listening to this video, y'all have had similar experiences to where a game or two you're playing okay, right? You're playing smart, and then the next game they have you doing things that you shouldn't be doing. They have you in animations that you're not even trying to be in. They have you missing shots that you previously just made. And I don't. And here's my thing too. Like a lot of people are going to say, well, 2K is doing this because in games like 2K22, you have people shooting like 80%, 70% from the 3 point line, and they didn't like that. Well, you have to also remember, and I get it, right? It's a video game, okay? You have to also remember that. I understand that some of y'all don't like the fact that people were shooting 80%, 70% from the three, but you have to also understand it's a video game. You have to also understand 2K22 had a lot of bailouts too, as well, right? They had multiple bailouts, right? So you also got to put that in the factor. But I also feel like the video game aspect should be more focused when 2K makes their game. Like this experiment, once again, this is how many years in a row have we been with 2K to where they've been trying to get this realistic or whatever. And I don't even want to say realistic because a lot of this stuff is like, it's not even basketball. It's like you have no control. You want to trigger something, it doesn't do when you say do. Like when you want to do a certain move, it's not gonna work because it's like whatever pro play movement system that they have in this game has messed up the engine of gameplay, in my opinion. When you want to do a certain crossover, like I remember in 2K19, I used to do a lot of crossovers. I had like a little combo I used to go to. There's no combos really on 2K25 because it's like you have to study to do certain things, and it's like, bro, it's a game, and nobody's not trying to do all of that, right? Trust me, I get it. Well, if the game's too easy, the community's gonna play. Here's my thing, right? And y'all can answer this if y'all want to. Would y'all rather this? Would y'all rather a video game that's super fun, right? The community's gonna, say the game's too easy. Would y'all rather a game that's not fun and it's very bad and it's boring and you're gonna have a lot more cheaters? Because that is what brings in more people to cheat. This game literally, and the thing that I just explained to y'all, right? If I was somebody who had access to cheating devices, right? I can guarantee you that person be like, bro, I'm not finna waste my time doing this. I'm finna just, get a device and, do what I want to do. Because nobody's gonna want to sit there and try to figure out why they're missing shots they were previously hitting, right? Nobody's gonna want to do that. But that's what 2K wants you to do, right? And it feels like the devs, and this why I be saying the devs, they don't know the community. Because when you are making the game more difficult, especially like RNG should not even be in the game. It shouldn't be. When you have things like RNG, whatever the slingshot, whatever BS that Ronnie said that was in this game, that is not going to make people want to have to figure stuff out. That makes them want to figure out, okay, what's the fastest way I can not deal with this, right? And that's why if you go on Amazon, you see a big sale on Titans or Zens, whatever you want to call it, right? You see all of these cheating devices that are being sold, and you go on TikTok, people are explaining how to use them, right? Which is not breaking news. That's been a thing since 2K23 or 2K22. But my whole point is, when you make a game with all of these having to figure stuff out, nobody's going to want to sit there and have to figure it out. If the game was fun, it'd be different. Like if it was a 2K19, like 2K19, somebody would, and you playing, like if you're gonna want to, okay, let me figure out what's going on. Because 2K19, you could dribble, you could move. You didn't have this RNG to where they had your player missing shots that you supposed to be making. Like it, bro. 2K19 was a fun game. It had issues, but it was super fun. Okay, it kept you on the game. What we have now is not fun, and that's why I'm asking y'all, what would y'all rather have? Because people are gonna say the game's too easy if it goes back to that style, right? But my thing is, if you go back to that style, at least you're having fun. At least the game won't be bad. At least the community won't be as toxic, in my opinion, right? Trust me, the community it will still be toxic, but it won't be as toxic as we seem. It won't seem as unplayable as we have right now, bro. It won't, because a lot more people would have control. A lot more people would be having fun. A lot more people would be like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, even if we lost 10 in a row, I'm having fun. I'm gonna stay on the game. I told you before, I had a losing record in 2K19, right? I didn't even play both ends back in 2K19, right? Especially in 5v5 settings. Like Pro Am, that's when I really started to improve it. But Rec, I didn't really play defense at all. Okay, I was just focused on scoring the ball and things like that. My whole point is, I could lose 3, 10 games in a Rec, and I'm probably gonna still be on that game all night long for hours because I'm still enjoying having fun playing some basketball. I'm still enjoying having fun using my player. Right? You're not getting that vibe on 2K25. What I experienced last night, like I said, was absolutely disgusting. And you should never have to go through that playing a video game. Okay. NBA 2K25 has got to be the one of the dumbest games out right now. And that's not trying to just be so hateful towards 2K. It's the truth. Okay. Imagine you playing a game and it's telling you to do certain things. You follow those instructions and you're still not allowed to move on, right? Meaning you're not allowed to get to the next part or the next stage, even though you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. That's how it seems when you're playing 2K. You're doing everything correct, but they're like, oh no, we're not gonna let you move on. No, we want you to stay back. You're gonna stay back. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, bro. Okay, and that's why again, y'all don't get a stream out of me because I'm not going to be enjoying the most if I stream 2K, and I know that. Okay, I'm not. Some of y'all will because y'all know I'm competitive, and y'all probably like, oh, I can't wait. If he get a bad set of randoms, I want to see how he reacts to it. I want to see, him go through because I already know how terrible the game is, right? So, like I said, y'all, let me take a sip of this juice real quick because I feel like I need to give myself a break talking so fast. But y'all, let me know how y'all feel about things. Apple juice gonna hit every time, every single time. I don't care what nobody talking about. Hit every time. It's gonna hit every time. Okay. But honestly, you probably got about 2 minutes for this video. And like I said, y'all, I'm gonna still be doing me regardless. I just feel like 2K is not only in a bad spot, but it has too many bad things about it. And a lot of the bad things about it, you can't defend it. Like what I experienced last night, I like it was like I wanted to laugh, but it was like this is sad, bro. Because it's a video game I'm playing, and this is what the game does. They want you to play bad so you can go and make another build or make another jump shot. And when you make that jump shot and you're still missing, because the whole point, it's not that your jump shot was touched, it's not your build was touched, it's 2K decides when that stuff is can work, is gonna be on point. And it shouldn't be like that, bro. Especially when you think of how much the price that some of y'all paid for this game and the fact that a build costs almost 150 each, right? Which is why, like I said, I don't max out none of my builds. But my whole point is it's the fact that the game is like that. That's not a video game in my opinion, okay? A video game is not going to do that to a person. But that's what 2K25 does. So, like I said, going forward, I feel like 2K26 is going to be worse. And I still have the same opinion of, like I said, 2K25 is one of the dumbest games out right now because, like I said, you follow directions, you try to play well. Even when you play well, they still don't reward you for it, right? So that's my take on it, y'all. Um, Hopefully next video, I'm gonna try to reply to some of y'all comments. Like I said, I ain't been feeling the best. I'm gonna try to get to y'all comments, and yeah, man. But I think I want to say one more thing because after that video I made about how I explained to you, how I demonstrated to you how those randoms play. Um, I did see a comment saying like, "Oh, it's because people are guarding when I have control of the game." I feel like people are playing like that because they don't have an identity. They don't have a play style. Instead of them actually going to figure that out, meaning whether you go play my career or play now, um, they don't understand what they want to do. So they look at it like, okay, I want the ball. I'm going to make a point guard. I want the ball. I'm going to make a center. Not understanding you have to have an identity on those builds and positions because those positions are key positions to winning basketball games. Now, obviously, guards are determining the outcome of the games most likely, right? Like right here, look at the score in this game, right? And after I'm done saying something in this video, and y'all be good, it was 75-40 in this game. My center had 5 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists, and 2 turnovers with an 18-man grade. Do you see why I say it's the guards who run the game? Now, obviously, my center could have had way more than five, but it just goes to show you if you get guards on your team that are gonna not be afraid to utilize their build, the game's not gonna be close because the guards are the more talented players. They have like I said, the 93 ball, the 92 speed with ball, the 93 ball handle, right? They got all of these high attributes, and when people know how to utilize them, it's game over, right? But like I said, Joe, it still don't change the fact that this game and how it is, you can't defend 2K. And like I said, it is one of the dumbest games out right now, bro. It is. It absolutely is. And my mind's not going to change. My opinion's not going to change because it's the fact that you experience it. And if somebody was to try to defend this game and they experience that, they would get frustrated as well because they'd be okay, 2K, like okay, like stop doing that. And then 2K's, you can tell they want you to play bad, right? It's like no matter the type of player you are, they're going to make you perform bad, right? But like I said, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. I'll try to get the comments the next video or two. If y'all know we don't, we'll try to. As always, y'all be good. It's your boy J Man. Love y'all. Glove Motion all 2025. We are man. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.